Hello everyone, in this video we will create an integration where we will demonstrate FTP polling feature of OIC. Now what is FTP polling? So whenever we place a file in a particular SFTP folder that is configured in the integration, then the integration will be automatically triggered and the file will be consumed and processed by the integration. Apart from FTP polling, we have database polling as well, where whenever a new record is inserted into the database table, then the integration will be automatically triggered and process that record. Now for the FTP polling, we need the FTP trigger connection. So I'll go to OIC and create the connection. I'll click on the create button and search for FTP. I'll put the connection name as FTP001. It will be a trigger connection. So for the role we can choose either trigger or both trigger and invoke. So I'll keep as both trigger and invoke. Now I'll create the connection. Here I'll provide the FTP server host address, port, under the optional properties SFTP connection as yes. Now go down and then we'll put username and password. Now test the connection. It was tested successfully. Save it. Now go back. Now I'll create the integration. So under the integrations, I'll click on the create button and choose application integration. I'll provide the name as intg037 as it is our 37th integration. Now click on the create button. Here we have to choose the FTP trigger connection that we have created. So I'll click on the plus and select FTP001. I'll provide the endpoint name as poll file. Continue. Then we have to configure the polling options. So first of all, you have to provide the SFTP input directory where we'll place the file to be consumed and processed by the integration. So I'll go to WinSCP and here I have created three folders which are new, archive and reject. So in the new folder I want to place all the files. So I'll go to the new folder and just copy this directory and paste it here. Now you have to provide the file name pattern. So for that I'll write orders underscore star.csv as we want to process all the orders related file, and the name of those files will be started with orders underscore, and in place of star it can be anything. Now if we get any error while reading the file, then we can move the file to the rejection directory. So for that I created one folder called reject. I'll copy this directory and provide under rejection directory. We do not provide any exclusion directory. The exclusion directory will be useful when we read the files recursively. That means in SFTP, if we have multiple subfolders within the new folder, and if we check this checkbox of read files recursively, then all the files from the subfolders will be consumed by the integration. But if we want to exclude any subfolder, then we can mention that in the exclusion directory. But we don't have any subfolders within the new folder, so we are not checking the checkbox of read files recursively, and we are not using the exclusion directory. Now maximum files is 100, which means 100 files can be processed at a time. Polling frequency is 60. That means the integration will check for the files after 60-second interval. I'll keep these values as it is. Now I'll go down. Now I'll keep the first option checked as delete the files after successful retrieval. That means when the file is consumed by the integration, then it will be deleted from the new folder. The next option is ignore file not found error in delete. So if we check this checkbox, then if we get any error in deleting the file, OIC will ignore that error. So I'll not check this checkbox. Third option is move to directory after successful retrieval. So I'll check this checkbox as we want to move the file to the archive directory after it is consumed by integration. So I'll go to archive folder and provide the directory here. For the processing delay, I will keep the default value which is 0 second. Now I'll continue. Here we have to provide the schema of the file that we will place in the SFTP. So this is our one of the file where we have four columns: order ID, order name, amount and ordered by. So I'll upload this file. I'll click on the continue. Now I'll click on drag and drop to upload the CSV file. I'll provide the record and record set name as well. Now I'll go down, make all the columns as optional and choose the first column as mandatory. Now continue and finish. Now after reading the file, we want to populate the data into the ATP table. So for that, we have to create the ATP connection. So I'll save this integration and go to connections to create the ATP connection. I'll search for ATP and choose Oracle ATP. I'll provide the name as ATP001. The role will be invoke. Now click on the create button. Here you have to upload the ATP wallet and then provide the wallet password. Then we'll provide the database username and password as well. Now go up and under the optional properties, we have to provide the service name, which is ATP wallet name underscore hi. Now test this connection. Save it as well. Now I'll connect to ATP database through Visual Studio Code. So here I have provided the same details and uploaded the ATP wallet as well. Now I'll connect. I'll open a SQL worksheet and create the orders table where we'll populate the SFTP file data. So the table is having all the four columns like file, which are order ID, order name, amount and ordered by. As well as we'll store the integration instance ID in this table. Now I'll create this table. So the table is successfully created. Now I'll go to OIC and edit the integration. To populate the data into the table, I'll click on the plus and choose the ATP connection. I'll provide the endpoint name as populate data ATP. For the operation, I'll choose perform an operation on a table. We need to perform the insert operation, which is already selected. I'll continue. I'll choose the schema and the table name is orders. Now I'll search this. We are getting the table. I'll move it to the selected panel. Now go down and import the table. For the primary keys, I'll choose order ID. Continue, continue, finish. Now I'll go to the map of populate data ATP. In the target, I will expand the repeating element orders, and in the sources, I will expand record set. First of all, I'll map the repeating element REC to orders. Then I'll map all the elements, which are order ID, order name, amount and order by. For the instance ID, I will expand integration metadata. Under the runtime details, we'll get the integration instance ID. I'll map this to instance ID. Validate. It is successfully validated. Go back. Now the last thing is we have to provide one primary business identifier. That I'll provide as file name. Save the integration. Now I'll activate the integration. I'll activate it in debug mode. The integration is activated successfully. Now I'll go to the WinSCP and within the new folder, I'll upload two files. So the files are successfully uploaded. Now the integration should automatically triggered. So I'll click on the three dot and click track instances. So as we have two files in the new folder, so the integration was triggered two times. Now if we view details of one of the instances and view the first payload, then we are getting the file name and the directory from where it is getting the file. And these are the data of the file. Now the data is successfully populated to ATP as well. I'll check the another instance where the data is also populated to the ATP. Now I'll check the ATP table. So I'll run the query select star from orders and we are getting total 24 rows, 12 rows from each file. Now I'll go to WinSCP and refresh. We cannot see the file as the files have been deleted, as we configured delete after the file is consumed. I'll go to archive directory and refresh. So the files were removed from the new folder and moved to archive folder. In the archive folder, the files are renamed as well. Now I'll upload a file that will be used for negative testing. So I'll open the third file from here and provide enter after the last row to put some extra space so that it will be invalid format and it will be rejected by OIC while trying to reading the file. Save this and now upload it into the new folder. Now go to OIC. Now I'll click on refresh to check the integration is triggered or not. So you can see the integration has been triggered and we are getting error. So I'll view the details and we can see we are getting format error. Now I'll go to WinSCP and refresh. So the file has been deleted as per the configuration. Now if we go to the reject folder, then we can see the file is moved to reject folder. So this is it for this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and share this video within your circle. If you have any doubt or any suggestion, put that in the comment section and do subscribe our channel. Thank you.